Have you ever just stopped and wondered how your arm works? Today, we're diving into the incredible neural superhighway that makes it all happen, the brachial plexus.
I mean, seriously, have you ever really considered that? A simple thought pops into your brain, and in a fraction of a second, it becomes a precise physical action. Well, the secret lies in this amazing command center we're about to map out together.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. This looks like a completely tangled mess of wires. But trust me, by the end of this, you're going to see the beautiful, elegant logic behind all this complexity. This is the brachial plexus.
So let's officially introduce this superhighway. We're going to completely demystify it, and we're going to do that by building it from the ground up, piece by piece, right here. By the time we're done, you'll get exactly how it all fits together.
You know, the best way to get your head around the brachial plexus is to just picture a really sophisticated circuit board. It takes all this raw power coming from the spinal cord, and it brilliantly reorganizes it, sending very specific signals down the right wires to control every muscle in your arm.
All right, let's start building. Every circuit board needs a power source, right? Well, for the brachial plexus, that power comes directly from the spinal cord right in your neck. This is where it all begins.
So meet the 5 foundational roots. Think of these like the main power lines coming right off the spinal cord. We've got C5, C6, C7, C8 from your neck, the cervical region, and then T1 from just a little bit lower, the thoracic region. These 5 are the absolute starting point for everything that follows.
Now for the first step in our circuit, and it's surprisingly simple. Watch this. The top 2 roots, C5 and C6, they fuse together to form the upper trunk. C7, kind of the middle child, just keeps on going all by itself to become the middle trunk. And then the bottom 2, C8 and T1, they join forces to create the lower trunk. See? Just like that, we've already simplified things from 5 roots down to 3 main trunks. Easy.
Okay, so we've got our 3 main trunks. Now the system gets really clever. It has to start sorting all those nerve signals. Think of it kind of like a mailroom, right? You got to separate the messages going to the front of the arm from the ones going to the back.
And this is that crucial sorting phase. Each of our 3 trunks, upper, middle, and lower, divides into 2 new paths. One is the anterior division, and it's destined for the front of the arm, for things like flexing. The other is the posterior division, and it's headed for the back, for things like extending your arm. So now we've got 6 smaller wires to work with.
This is where the real genius of the whole design kicks in. These 6 separate divisions don't just continue on their own path. They actually merge again, but in a totally new and clever way, all designed to group related functions together.
Okay, this is truly brilliant, so watch this. The anterior divisions from the top 2 trunks, they join up to form the lateral cord. The anterior division from that lower trunk, it goes it alone to become the medial cord. But here's the coolest part. All 3 of the posterior divisions from all 3 trunks, they all unite to form one single powerful posterior cord. It's just an incredibly efficient way to bundle all the extend your arm signals together. And from these 3 master cords, the lateral, medial, and posterior, the final branches emerge. You can see all the specific nerves that start peeling off here. Now, we won't go through every single one, but the main takeaway is that each cord gives rise to a specific set of nerves, and each of those nerves has a very specific job to do down in your arm.
And here it is, the final output of our incredible circuit board. After all that splitting and sorting and bundling, we are finally left with 5 major nerve pathways that control everything from your shoulder clean down to your fingertips. This is the whole point of the system.
And these are the big stars of the show. You've probably heard of some of them before. The musculocutaneous, axillary, radial, median, and ulnar nerves. Each one of them is the final product of that whole complex journey we just traced. And now they're ready to go off and do their own unique thing in your arm.
Okay, I know that was a lot of information. Roots, trunks, divisions, cords, branches, it can seem pretty intimidating, I get it. But thankfully, there are some fantastic little tools to help you remember the entire structure perfectly.
Here it is. This is your secret weapon for remembering all of this. Ready? Really tired, drink coffee black. It's so simple, it's memorable, and it gives you the entire structure in perfect order. Roots, trunks, divisions, cords, branches. You gotta lock this one in.
And hey, one other little pro tip. For remembering the branches of that big posterior cord we talked about, just remember the acronym ulnar. That stands for upper and lower subscapular nerves, nerve to latissimus dorsi, axillary, and radial. It's just a neat little trick to help you master the details.
And just like that, you've done it. You have built the brachial plexus from scratch. You've seen how raw power from the spine gets expertly sorted and rerouted to create this intricate network that powers your arm. It's pretty amazing when you stop and think about it, right?
It's a perfect system when it's working. But what happens when one of those wires gets cut or damaged? What happens when this elegant design gets disrupted? Well, that is a story for another time. And it's one we're going to dive deep into in our next explainer.